Political shockwaves tonight after LA Mayor Karen Bass removes LA's Fire Chief Kristin Crowley. The mayor says the chief failed to staff up for the Palisades Fire and refused to submit a report on the department's response to the inferno. But tonight, there are some powerful voices rising up to support the chief and claim the mayor is using the chief as a scapegoat to deflect from her own shortcomings. KCAL News political reporter Tom Wait joins us now to begin our in-depth coverage of both sides. Tom.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Pat, to see how this all shakes out, right? To see what the public sort of responds to in this case. So the mayor has faced intense criticism ever since the historic firestorm decimated the Pacific Palisades. Today, she pushed back big time, removing Fire Chief Kristin Crowley from her post, claiming she failed to properly prepare for the fire. But tonight, others say the mayor is just trying to protect herself from a political firestorm that she created. LA Mayor Karen Bass announcing what could be one of the most consequential decisions in her time so far as mayor, the ousting of the city's fire chief, Kristin Crowley.
Acting in the best interest of Los Angeles public safety and for the operations of the Los Angeles Fire Department, I just met with Chief Crowley and removed her as fire chief.
Bass's decision to remove Crowley comes after what became a public feud between the two leaders. Bass says she made the bombshell move for two main reasons, claiming she learned Crowley refused to keep 1,000 firefighters on overtime the morning before the fires broke out, and said Crowley refused to complete what's called an after-action report on the fire response.
These actions required her removal.
Tensions between Bass and Crowley blew up in the days after the Palisades fire started, with Crowley going on national television complaining about budget cuts that she said kneecapped her department's ability to stop the Palisades fire.
The $17 million budget cut and the elimination of our civilian positions like our mechanics did and has and will continue to severely impact our ability to repair our apparatus.
Bass shot back against those claims.
Let me just be clear about the budget. The fire department was not cut. I have done two budgets in my time here. In both budgets, the budget was increased, and I will anticipate that it will be increased this time as well.
LA Firefighter Union President Freddie Escobar blasted the decision to replace Crowley and said the mayor's reasons for firing her were not true.
On behalf of the firefighters that I represent, I'm here to say that we are outraged at the termination of Fire Chief Crowley. In our opinion, Chief Crowley is being made a scapegoat, and she's being terminated for telling the truth.
Union officials say while LAFD's budget as a whole, which includes firefighters' raises, was not cut, the department's operational budget was slashed, which he says impacted their ability to contain the Palisades fire.
Is because we didn't have enough engines or trucks. You know why? Because they're in our field repair shops, maintenance yard, because we don't have enough mechanics to fix them. The mayor also said that the fire chief could have held over 1,000 firefighters the day of the fires. What she didn't say is there wasn't enough resources. We had more members willing to participate than we had seats to put those members in.
Mayor Bass does appear to have some strong support from other top city leaders. At her press conference announcing Crowley's removal, she was flanked by LA City Council President Marquise Harris Dawson, along with council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Curran Price. Bass's office Friday evening also sent out a list of other city officials and fire officials who she says agree with her decision. But the city council is not unified on the decision to oust Crowley. LA City Council member Monica Rodriguez strongly opposes the move.
It's really disheartening to see this be leveled at her. I don't believe she's deserving of it. And frankly, I'm just more disgusted by this situation than I care to speak to whatever a political future is.
Whether this decision will help or hurt Bass politically remains to be seen.
It's causing some shockwaves, and time will tell exactly what the political shakeout of all of this will really be. But it's notable that this is the first female to serve in the role of head of the firefighters of Los Angeles, being taken out by the first female mayor. Not a great day for female leadership here in Los Angeles.
Crowley was not technically fired. The mayor can't do that, but she can demote her. Crowley, we're told, has decided to stay with the department, so the interim chief will decide her new rank and duties. She can also appeal her removal to the city council. Pat.
And I know you'll keep us abreast of all those developments. Thank you so much, Tom. Well, 7,000 families lost their homes in the fire, and they're now depending on city leaders to help them recover. So what do they think about today's showdown at City Hall? We asked KCAL's Gio Insignares to find out, and he's live now in Pacific Palisades. Evening, Gio.
Pat, good evening to you. Some strong reaction out here, to say the least, of the people we spoke with this evening who lost their homes due to the Palisades fire aren't necessarily saying this was the right or the wrong move. Their biggest concern is hoping city leaders don't lose sight of recovery efforts. A controversial decision that now has Palisades fire victims asking why.
I think the complexity of this is like this big bowl of spaghetti. You don't know where it starts, where it ends.
Chuck Peel has called Pacific Palisades home for 18 years. After losing his house in the fire, his family has been living in a rental while they try to rebuild. He says the mayor's decision to remove LA Fire Chief Kristin Crowley takes the focus away from what really matters.
It wasn't the right time. It's a distraction. We need the fire chief. We need a unified response collectively with the city, and that's what I think is wrong. Whether or not it was a justified firing.
That frustration is shared by lifelong Pacific Palisades resident Michael Geller.
The fire chief didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. They were out there. They did what they could with the resources that they had.
Geller lost both his home and business in the fire, forcing him to relocate to Santa Monica. He calls this a blame game that undermines trust in city leaders and slows down recovery.
It's taking away from the real issue, and it's taking responsibility off of her specifically, who should have been around.
And for Caroline Nick, while she's not opposed to Crowley's removal, she worries about a larger issue, complacency from those in charge, and hopes the chief's removal will lead to better emergency preparedness by local officials in the future.
It's hard for that removal to feel good because I don't feel good about the person who removed her. I'm not saying she doesn't need to be removed, but I want to be like, who are you to think you can do that when you should be removed? Like, she's no better.
As friends and neighbors continue to clean up and try to make it back to normal, they say today's shakeup underscores the need for unity, not political infighting.
That's our priority, just trying to maintain that while we make our decisions. And that should be the priority of Karen Bass and what should have been the former chief, still in a place, I think, of just helping us navigate this.
So the big question is, will this decision delay cleanup and recovery? Residents are worried that politics might overshadow progress. So they're hoping that city leaders stay focused on what matters the most. Reporting in Pacific Palisades, I'm Gio Insignares, KCAL News.
Thanks so much, Gio.